Dear friends, I am Murthy Haranalli. As most of you know, or at least some of you know, I am head of the Aerospace Department. As head of Aerospace Department, I welcome you all. I welcome our chief guest, Major General Charanjit Singh Man, Additional Director General of Army Design Bureau. I welcome all the graduating students, of course, and their family and friends who are accompanying them today. And of course, faculty, I welcome all our faculty as well to the function. We will start our degree distribution program with Convocation. So I request you all to stand up for a few minutes for invocation. Please be seated. Once again, I welcome you all. Once again, I welcome you all to the Aerospace Engineering Department Degree Distribution Program. To begin with, I'll give a brief introduction of our department. Some of you know, most of you know some of the aspects of our department. But some of you, you may not know all the aspects, so I thought I'll take some time giving an introduction about department. Department of Aerospace Engineering was established in IIT Madras in 1969. The Aeronautical Engineering Department, as it was called at that time, was the first new department to be formed after the institute started functioning in 1959 with 10 academic departments. 59 there were only 10 academic departments, we were the 11th in 1969. Department has come a long way since 1969. We have 34 regular faculty, 6 professors of practice, about 3 visiting faculty, about 150 PhD scholars, about 70 MS scholars, and 350 students in regular BTech and MTech course-based programs like BTech and MTech, and another 120 students in our web-enabled MTech program, which is something that we have introduced new from 2021. The areas of teaching and research encompass aerodynamics and flight mechanics, aerospace propulsion, aerospace structures and aerodynamic design. Aircraft design, sorry. Today we are the best aerospace engineering department in this country in almost every individual metric. And we are very proud of it, of course. We are proud, but we are not satisfied. We aim to be globally recognized as one of the best aerospace engineering departments in the world. On the faculty front, the current strength of 34 regular full-time faculty is significantly more than at any time in the past. It is further envisioned that we'll move up to about 50 regular faculty along with another 10 professors of practice and visiting faculty, a total of about 60 over next 5 years. With this, we aim to contribute significantly to our industry, our defense forces, and society in general, thereby playing a role in the inevitable rise of India as a developed country that will occupy a high position in the Committee of Nations. I think that's inevitable, and we would like to play a significant role in pushing India towards that direction. Teaching and mentorship are the primary activities of this academic institute, accompanied by research, of course. Our faculty are recognized as some of the best teachers and mentors, training human resources that the country needs, in the form of students, of course, based programs like MTech and BTech, and also in the form of research scholars that that are well trained in pursuing independent research in future. Those are MS and PhD scholars. Their teaching and mentorship, the faculty's teaching and mentorship have been recognized with various awards. One such instance, of course, is Dr. Nagbhushan Rao ultimately got Srimati Marti Annapurna Gurunath Award this year for excellence in teaching. This regarding our teaching of regular courses. One significant program that we launched in September 2021 was this web-enabled MTech. Web-enabled MTech was started it's pretty much, we have classes in the evenings, interactive classes and so on. We started with 20 students from HAL in the very first batch. Then the second batch we grew it to 40 and we wanted to increase it slowly. And then I think the current batch is about 60, right? And these are people coming from various organizations like HAL, Munitions India Limited, Airbus, ISRO, etc. It will perhaps go to about 120 by 2025. This, along with an increase in our regular MTech seats to 43, has enabled the department to achieve its goal of having at least 100 MTechs graduating from this department every year. Now with this 60 web-enabled MTech and 43 regular MTech, we are already at 100. And I think for a department of our size and of our stature, I think we can increase it further to about 200. We will do it over the next couple of years. Some in regular, of course, mode, and the rest in web-enabled mode. The department definitely has the potential to reach out to a much larger population of those aspiring to get the MTech from IIT Madras. As you know, today is the world is technologically very advanced, and then masters is almost a requirement for contributing significantly to the technological advances of the country. So there is a lot of demand for having MTechs. We will strive towards achieving the same. We will strive towards increasing our MTech output. This will ensure that the larger community benefits from our most precious resource, that is the top-notch faculty that we have. These are the faculty with education from some of the best universities around the world. These are as good as it gets. And of course, best universities around the world, including our own universities like IITs and IIT. These are all faculty from there, well trained there, and then capable of training equally good MTechs and research scholars and BTechs. Thereby we also hope to create all these academic programs, whether it's BTech, MS, and PhD. We hope to create a larger impact in the aerospace industry, Indian aerospace industry, where all these students will hopefully get gainful employment and contribute significantly. Of course, our regular faculty are all young and dynamic and are already doing very well in their while pursuing their research in their fields. The department hosts unique and vibrant interdisciplinary faculty teams with participation from other departments. These groups are working on the design and development of unmanned aerial systems, ballistic missiles, and propulsion technologies. In addition, we continue to contribute to the spectacular performance of ISRO. We have been engaged with ISRO for the last 3-4 decades, and we continue to do so. A significant number of faculty are engaged in fundamental research, thereby pushing the boundaries of knowledge. They have published more than 120 refereed journal papers for the last 1 year. They have received various awards and honors along with the students for their research work. To mention one major achievement, Professor Sujit was recently elected as a fellow of National Academy of Engineers. Professor Sujit and Professor Manikandan are also coordinating two large centers of excellence that are involved in fundamental research related to critical transitions in complex systems and geophysical flows, respectively. Our faculty and the students published more than 120 peer-reviewed journal papers during last 1 year. An important part of the professional development of postgraduate students, and especially the research scholars, is their participation in conferences, workshops, and the like. These events give them exposure to current research activities being carried out around the world. Of course, one other additional benefit is the moment they go to these conferences, they come back with extra confidence saying that, the kind of work they are doing is actually much better than what is done elsewhere. So sitting here, you always tend to think that, maybe elsewhere they are doing much better than us. Once you go to this conference, you realize that they are doing equally good work, if not better. So this has been a good thing for us. So like every year, quite a few of our students and scholars also won awards from external agencies for their project and thesis work. We are very proud of our students and research scholars and their achievements. Already our alumni, postgraduate as well as undergraduate are counted among the best in the world. They are contributing to some of the best organizations around the world, including Indian defense and Indian space establishments. And of course, academic institutions. Quite a few of our PhDs are academic institutions. We hope that number grows. They are recognized for doing world-class work and have brought pride and honor to the department. I am sure that the following generations will also build upon this solid foundation and improve upon it further. Aerospace engineering faculty are also currently involved in various research projects valued at over 80 crores for various governmental agencies like ADB, DRDO and ISRO. Also defense PSUs like HAL, BEL and DPSUs which were established from the erstwhile OFB, in addition to engaging with, of course, private industries. Quite a few of our faculty and students are also involved in startups that are bringing in new and innovative products to the market. The department is also a major participant in the Center of Propulsion Technology funded by the Ministry of Defense. Professor Muruganandam is coordinating on behalf of IIT Madras for the Center of Propulsion Technology. We also have 6 professors of practice. Lieutenant General Shankar, who was former DG Artillery in the Indian Army, Major General Rajiv Narayanan, Rear Admiral Onion George, formerly with Naval Aviation, Dr. Jayachandran, who was former Deputy Director of VSSC, Sri Lazar Chichalapilli, who was the Project Director of Air Breathing Propulsion Project at ISRO, Dr. Lalitambika, who retired as Director of Human Space Program of ISRO. These special appointments go a long way in providing the much needed real world exposure to our students. They have also helped our faculty take on projects of national importance. Sorry about that. They have also helped our faculty take on projects of national importance. In fact, with all this process of practice, we have had a lot more interactions with armed forces now. Being in aerospace engineering, we primarily deal with airborne systems. When we talk about airborne systems, for most part, we keep thinking in terms of aircraft and rotorcraft and so on. We forget that ballistics and missiles are also airborne systems, and that's also comes under our purview. So in addition to aircraft, manned or otherwise, manned or unmanned, we also work on rockets, missiles and ammunitions. Of late, our department faculty have been much more actively engaged directly with the defense forces and as well as with DPSUs established from erstwhile OFB towards development of some of these airborne systems. Aerospace engineering is always at the cutting edge of technology. World over, major innovations and cutting edge technologies are also developed in relation to defense. So the kind of collaboration between aerospace engineering and armed forces is inevitable. Defense forces is inevitable. Hopefully this will help us achieve Atmanirbharta in defense. So, and of course, one of the projects that we have been doing directly with armed forces is through Army Design Bureau, ADB in short, for development of indigenous solutions. So in that context, it's an honor to have our Additional Director General of ADB, Major General Maan, as our chief guest. So welcome, sir. After a short break, I will introduce our chief guest to you. Our chief guest, Major General Charanjit Singh Maan, is the Additional Director General of Army Design Bureau. He joined NDA in 1987. He was commissioned into the Armored Corps in 1990, and he has been awarded Vishishta Seva Medal in 2022 for his professional excellence. He is an alumnus of Sainik School Kapurthala, the National Defense Academy, and the Indian Military Academy. He has had a varied and enriching experience comprising prestigious command, staff and instructional tenures. He has commanded an armoured regiment and later on an independent armoured brigade in the Western Theatre. He has had varied experience in tank warfare, in counter-insurgency, as well as counter-terrorist operations. He has been General Staff Officer Grade 1 of an independent armored brigade, Colonel General Staff Concept Mechanical at Army Training Command, Director WE-15A at Army Headquarters, and a Brigadier General Staff at the only operational area headquarters of Indian Army. In his last appointment as Brigadier Capability Development, he was handling the big budget capital procurements of Indian Army. He is also very academically inclined. He has done exceptionally well in all the courses of instruction. He is a qualified tank automotive instructor. He was a qualified tank automotive instructor, and he has been an instructor at Army Cadet College, Command and Staff. He also earned distinction in tank technology course. He attended the Defence Services Staff College and the Higher Defence Management course. He has also attended International Disaster Management course at Bournemouth University, UK. Recently, he has completed the postgraduate program in Data Science and Business Analytics with Macomb School of Business with distinction. For his professional excellence, he has been awarded, as I already mentioned, Vishishta Seva Medal in 2022, in addition to the earlier awards of 3 COS Commendation Cards, 03 and 02 Army Commanders Commendation Cards. He is currently heading the Army Design Bureau and is a key facilitator of indigenization and infusion of niche technologies in the Indian Army. He is an avid reader and, as you can see, a fitness enthusiast. So with this very short introduction of an officer with distinguished career, I welcome our chief guest to speak a few words to all the graduating students. Please.
Firstly, I must thank the head of department for a very, very generous introduction of mine. Thank you very much, sir. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The esteemed faculty, the proud parents, and most important of all, because of whom we are here today, are the graduates. I think if we can request those who are standing here, maybe there are some chairs, you can come and sit, make yourself more comfortable. If you want to. Okay. Well, today, like I said, the most important people, the graduates, it's a day of celebrations for you, and which you must celebrate well. Because after all, you have earned this degree today by virtue of your large amount of hard work, perseverance, and dedication. So it does deserve a very good celebration. But at the same time, after having celebrated it, and I'm sure you have already heard a little bit about that from the Honorable Chief Justice also, it's not the culmination of your learning. Rather, it's the beginning. It's the beginning of, rather I'll say, it's a stepping stone. What you have achieved today is a stepping stone for what is going to come ahead, large number of challenges and a plethora of opportunities in your life. So it's going to be a different game altogether, a different life altogether. That's what you're stepping into it. Therefore, all the more reason, celebrate and then start off with the other one. I'm reminded of during our training days in Indian Military Academy, we have an exercise which is named after a mountain called Madras. Now this exercise, basically we have to go climb up that entire mountain feature, few thousand feet over one night. And what happens is that from down below you can see only one ridge, the next top, and you feel okay, it's just about 500-600 feet. We'll just reach there very fast. The moment you reach there, you find there's another one. The moment you reach on to the next one, you find there's another one. And that's the irony of life. That once you achieve something, you always find there is something more to be achieved. So therefore, that's how you have to continuously keep working and working towards it. Finally, the ultimate aim, that only you know it, what you have set for yourself, and to be able to achieve it. Okay. As IITians, I have come across many of them and a wide range of professions, especially in by virtue of my appointment in the recent years, and what I have seen is that they all are brilliant. They all are brilliant. And what you have earned today, the knowledge which you have gained, is one aspect. What is more important is the correct application of this knowledge. That's the most important thing. And once you are able to apply this knowledge in the correct manner, that is where automatically the innovativeness will also come in. And that's what the need of the day is. It has always been, but the pace of innovativeness has suddenly increased because of the pace of change of technology. And all those changes are because of the innovativeness. And that's where it comes in if you apply the knowledge in its correct manner. Well, while doing all this, like they say, life is not a bed of roses. There are going to be many hurdles, many obstacles, but I'm sure the way if you have been able to reach up to this with the amount of hard work, you are one of those very, very few percentage of the Indian, say, the population at your age who has been able to achieve this. So I'm sure you'll be able to overcome all those obstacles also in life in future. You will face some rejections, or maybe call them failures. But those failures may not be in absolute terms. They are more of because of the competitiveness, because of the pyramidal structure which exists in almost all organizations. Because of which, there are many who keep getting filtered out at every level. But then, what is important is that every time you fall, how soon you get up, how soon you rebound. And that is what I'm sure again you all will be able to do it because of that basic character of hard work and perseverance in all of you. So take everything in stride in life. Whatever happens is for good. Have faith in the Almighty. At times we look at only the immediate future, that oh, I lost this. No. But maybe there is something else better for you a little later, which we are not able to see. He from the top can see that. But if you had gone into this, maybe you would have landed up into a well. He does not want you to happen, want that to happen. Therefore, maybe he is charting a better way for you. Look at it positively, everything, and I'm sure you will make yourself come out of it very soon, and rather in a more stronger manner. Okay. Certain ground rules based on my own experience in life, which I would like to share with you. That's what I have been following, and I think that is the reason that I am here at my present rank where I have reached today. Most important, never stop learning. The day one feels that I know everything and you stop listening to others, I think your downfall starts that day. Every day you will have something to learn, maybe from those who are more learned than you, or at times even from, I'll say, the weakest, the poorest, or the lowest in your hierarchy a person also. Always we have something to learn from. It may not be necessarily, say, academically, maybe socially, or in other form. Okay. And especially learning for you all, being in the field of technology, becomes very, very important. Like I mentioned earlier, the pace at which the technology is changing, it is evolving. Only if you are continuously learning about it, then only you can remain, actually you can adapt yourself to it. And only once you adapt to it, then only we can remain relevant. Otherwise, you may become irrelevant. So that is where the importance of learning comes in. Okay. Okay, next aspect. It's a materialistic world. And we all get carried away by those materialistic things. So the first basic principle is, please don't compare yourself with others. That this person has got such a big vehicle, his house, he's got such a big house, and that lady is wearing so much of jewelry and all that. He's got the latest phone and all that. All that does not give you the happiness which you actually require. All that you know is, those people who have all that, despite that, they have to take sleeping pills before going off to sleep. They can't sleep. Okay. Who can sleep well? Who is, I'll say, worryless, nischint, okay, santusht, who is contented with himself. You have to be contented with yourself. Now whatever I am doing, I have done my best. And whatever I have it, and I am happy with it. If we have that, you will never ever have this fall into this trap of, that materialistic world. And for that inner satisfaction, while easier said than done, one aspect which is of importance for us, especially the Indians, is spirituality, which many of us have inherited from our ancestors, but as the generations, with the new generations, most of us are losing it also. I would say, please remain attached to it. Spirituality is one thing which will give you, in whatever religion, whatever faith you have, whichever God you are following, finally it is, at the ultimate, it is only one thing. That spirituality is the one which will actually make you come out of those situations, which will keep you satisfied. Okay. And that also brings me to another thing, is to remain grounded to your roots. That's very important. Because some of us come from very humble background. Our parents have really strived to make us reach here. So don't forget that, to remain grounded to that. And the more you give respect to that aspect, the more you tell people about that I have come from this kind of background and still have been able to reach here, the more society and the people, your colleagues, everybody will have respect for you. So never feel shy of that. I have seen many a times people, once reaching at higher positions, they forget their parents and they feel that way. Never ever, you respect them and you will get God's blessings and everybody's respect. Okay. Something which was touched upon by today by the Chief Justice also, ethics and values. Another very, very important aspect. Okay. In this, because of that materialistic world, or say that materialistic possessions, generally, the ethics and values take a back seat. I don't say that you don't need them. You surely need them, but at basic level only. There's no end to it. The same job, can be done by a simple I-10, and you might have a Mercedes. Okay. But both are finally doing the same job. It is we who know that what we can afford and what is required for us, for our purpose. So it is required. But then, so far as technology is concerned, you being the technological graduates, the application of technology in ethical terms is something which is very, very important, because every technology has got both the positive side of it and the negative side of it. The same can become a defender, the same can become a weapon. So how used in what manner is what matters. And especially in these days, like we talk of ethics in AI, just to quote an example, that is where ethics and values are actually very, very important. Okay. And some basic things for that: be truthful, accept your shortcomings, your faults, or whatever mistakes you have done. There's nothing wrong in it. You accept it, you will feel much better, and you will do much better later on rather than trying to hide them. Be impartial, have empathy and compassion for everyone, your subordinates, especially for them. Okay. As you grow in service, what becomes more important, when I say service, means as you grow in your profession, what will become more important is decision making and risk taking ability. Now these two aspects are, to talk in scientific terms, are directly proportional to each other. Okay. The more risk taking ability you have, the earlier and the better decisions you'll be able to take. And you being so qualified, I think are in the right position, because while we say risk taking, but it can't be just a foolish risk. It has to be a calculated risk. And with your knowledge, with your approach to the things, and what I have seen, like I mentioned, many professionals, with your that ability of taking calculated risks is something which you really have it in you, and you can do it. That's what we always at times apply it. And that is what will enable you to aim higher and achieve higher. So we had our Chief of Army Staff in 80s, General Sundarji. He was himself very short-statured, even shorter than me. He used to say that you got to aim at the sky. If you aim at the sky, you may be able to reach at top of the tree. And that is what you got to aim high. And if you aim high, you take higher risks and be able to take quick decisions. Okay. An upward journey. In our upward journey, we work hard, spend so much of time into it. At times we lose contact with our companions, with our friends, with our colleagues. So we need to have a balance between the two. that work and play balance. Okay, that is very, very important. Live your life as of today. I'm sure in each of our scriptures everywhere, this is what it says. We don't know what's going to happen next second. Okay. Like in Guru Granth Sahib, it is, Hum Admi Ha Ikdami. Ekdam. One breath. That's what we are worth. We don't know what will happen in the next breath. So therefore, enjoy every breath. Enjoy every moment. Don't think I will achieve this and then I will enjoy. Like I said, when you achieve that, there will be something else more to achieve. So that way you will never be able to enjoy. Always enjoy, live in the present, and yes, need to have that desire to have a better life tomorrow, but then don't forget what you have today. Must enjoy it. Otherwise, whole life goes on like this, and you would have never enjoyed. You would have achieved the highest of positions, but not enjoyed. Okay. And finally, gentlemen and ladies, of course, work hard. There is no substitute to hard work. We have been hearing this right from school days, but I say it even today at this age and service also. Okay. Have faith in God and work for your community, work for the humanity, work for the country. Be a proud Indian. And today India is transforming. We all know it. And it is you who are going to be playing a very, very important major part in that transformation. And why I say so? Because you are the visionaries. You are the architects of the future. And everybody awaits you. The whole world awaits you. Why? Because of your brilliance, your passion, your dedication, and your innovativeness. A combination of all these is what is going to create a positive impact in the transformation of the humanity in coming years. And I'm sure you will embrace this responsibility with humility and a deep sense of purpose. Embrace the journey ahead with enthusiasm, courage, and always head held high with self-confidence. With that, I wish you all the best for your future, and once again congratulate the parents the most, who have actually maybe worked much harder than what you have worked hard to make you reach here where you are today, and of course for your own hard work to all the graduates. Wishing you all the best. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring and thought-provoking speech. Your speech has definitely enlightened all of us. We now move on to the key part of this program, which is the distribution of the degrees. So first we will start with the award winners. So as and when we call out, please come to the podium and collect your degrees. Okay. So the first award winner is Nachiketa Narayan Kurhade. So he is the Air India Prize winner for the best MTech student with academic record, and Professor C.S. Krishnamurthy Endowment Prize for the best project work in the area of genetic algorithms and evolutionary computation. Nihal S. Manvi. So he is the Dr. V. Mohan Raman Prize winner for the dual degree student with best academic record, and the American Express Top Achievement Award for the best academic performance in interdisciplinary dual degree in data sciences. I also request Mr. Madan from American Express to join us in the podium for the photograph. So I now request the two award winners to give a brief 2-minute speech.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hope I'm audible. Start with maybe something about myself. I come from a background of mechanical engineering, and frankly, I had a very little idea about aerospace, this field, right? As compared to some of the very brilliant people here. But I realized over the time that idea is very simple, just make things fly and whatever it takes. So in a way, this prize reflected that idea of thinking out of the box. And I believe that the same has again reflected in my work here, be it building a UAV with my team or controlling the divergence in genetic algorithms. I thank the department and all the teachers that I had the fortunate to learn from, especially my mentor, Dr. Nagabhushan Lamani, to keep me focused and asking me to explore and take on the challenges I felt at time were impossible, as we have discussed many times before. Over the course, none of that is possible without my batchmates who are sitting here, who are like my family. We have lived together for a year. I rarely ever felt that I'm not at my home. But being said, of course, a huge thanks goes towards my family, who is somewhere around here. Maybe they can raise hands. Thanks. So for supporting and encouraging me throughout all of this. And to sum it up, I remember one of my first conversations I had with my father. He likes to ask me, how's your college going and how is it different from what you used to do and all. So I just used to say, I just like the people here. Over the time, the same impression has continued to grow, and I hope it continues to grow. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for these awards. I'm extremely humbled to stand before you today as a recipient of these awards for the ISCG and Aerospace and Data Science programs, respectively. Truth be told, I spent my first semester here in INSTI fully focused on getting a branch changed from the Aerospace department. In the process, I ended up putting so much pressure on myself that I failed to score high enough to change my branch. After this setback, I decided to put a little less pressure on myself on academics and spend more time pursuing other opportunities in INSTI. The irony that this easing off from acads led me to perform better is not lost on me. In retrospect, I'm glad that my branch change didn't work out. My time at the Aerospace department has given me so many experiences that I will cherish for a lifetime. Experiences like doing a project under Ben Moseley on detecting meteor impacts on the moon, working at DRDO, standing in awe of the drones in their hangar, and designing a supersonic aircraft with my friends. I couldn't have done any of this without the support of my doting parents. I also want to thank all my friends, especially Akash, Shashank, Gurmehar, Abhinav, and Anirudh, and also all the professors. I'd also specifically like to thank Professor Bharat and Professor Nagbhushan Rao for having been guides to not only my projects, but also my INSTI journey. And lastly, I would like to express my gratitude to the donors of the awards. I'm looking forward to using their generous contributions to continue to better myself and expand my horizons moving forward. Or maybe I'll use it to buy a TV, I don't know. Thank you.
Thank you, Nachiketa and Nihal. So now we'll move on to the degree distribution. So first we'll start with the recipients of the Masters plus PhD in Aerospace Engineering. Muthukumar. Vagish Datta Mishra. Gobiha. Sharan Srideep. So now we move on to Doctor of Philosophy in Aerospace Engineering, Satyamurthy. Manikandan. We now move on to Master of Science by Research in Aerospace Engineering, Ankit Jaiswal. Shinsi. Srivastav Vishal Nakul. Aditya Vaid. Sharma Aniket Ramachandra. Vaka Faninder Reddy. Sumit Shankar Sarvankar. Rituraj Kumar. Shubham Singha Mahapatra. So we'll now have the Master of Technology in Aerospace Engineering degree recipients. Aditya Kumar Daksh. Ankur Tripathi. Balabhadra Venkata Nagasai Lakshmi Pujita. Bhushan Prakash Chavan. Prem Swaroop. Mukul Kumar. Prashanna Kumar. Pratmesh Nirmal Gandhi. Bollabatin Rishikesh Dattatray. Shashikant. Sri Vijay Prabhu. Prakash Gupta. Next we will have the dual degree recipients with M.Tech in Aerospace Engineering. Bakul Jangli. Varsha. Birapogu Deepak. Chinnapotula Seshank. Janni Victor Prasad. Jeevan. Raut Pracheta. Snigdha. Idupuganti Ajay Kumar. Jagdish Bagre. Yashwant. We'll now have the dual degree recipients with MTech in an interdisciplinary topic. Isa. Balerao Atharva Mangesh. Pranav. Mudita Toshnewal. Aditya Narayanan. Mihir Rai. So next we will have the recipients of Bachelor of Technology in Aerospace Engineering. Bapu Gayatri Madisetti. Basavalingana Gowda Shreya. Bhagya Prasant. Bukya Kushwant. Kopurauri Surabhi. Muhammad Rizwan Khan. Raj Surya Kaliswaran. Bharat. Sai Kalyan. Sanjana Bettagiri. Vicky Kumar. Naimisha Sampath. Bujbal Piyush Aburao. Abhinav Nahata. Adarsh Subramanian. Adityan. Adil. Doble Aditya Vijay. Adsule Jeet Rajendra Kumar. Atharva Alok. He is also the HAL prize winner. Dasam Geeta Krishna Suhas. Yelaturi Vijay Banu. John Thomas. Hillary Sudarshan. Kirtan Prem Prakash Patel. Kunal Vartiya. Nitish. Parmar Parth Harish Bal. Parvat Reddy Dinesh Sai. Pisa Santi Prasanna. Srinivas. Tirumalai Vasan. Bulasi Uma Satya Sai Pavan. I will now read out the recipients who are getting degrees in absentia. Harini, Ramakrishnan, Deepanjan Majumdar, Rahul Dubey, Joel Varun Vasant, Balaji, Manu Hegde, Anant, Abhilash Nair, Vijay Krishnan, Kingshuk Chakrabarti, Sumedha Singh Rathore, Priyavarth, Shubham Maurya, Srishti Adhikari, She is also the Mayan Prize winner for the dual degree student with best academic performance in project and aircraft design. Ritvik Shalu. Yeah, so with that we come to the end of the degree distribution. I now request the head of the department to present a memento to the chief guest. So I now invite the head of the department to give closing remarks and the vote of thanks before we conclude the program with the national anthem.
Once again, congratulations to all of you, and I wish you all the best for the future careers of the graduating class. Please note that the reputation that IITs have today is because of the visible successes today of those who graduated a couple of decades ago. Consequently, I would like to remind you yet again, I think our chief guest in the morning and chief guest in the afternoon, both of them I have already told you. I would like to remind you yet again that this is just the beginning of your career, and your real success is something that will come a couple of decades down the line. Please remember, in those decades, nothing can substitute for hard work, right? So please work hard, be sincere, and I'm sure you will do very well. While you had a relatively easy life in protected environments so far, with your parents and teachers gently helping you out with your responsibilities, life in the real world is much harder, much harsher. However, please remember that you can overcome any of the hardships of that real life throws at you. You IITians are the best trained to meet any challenge in life. So while facing those challenges in real life, please remember that you can always meet them with a little bit of hard work and sincerity. Another thing that you will experience are failures. Everybody will experience failures. Failures are an integral part of life, and it is the failures that help you gain wisdom with experience. So do not lose heart due to those few failures, and move on to build a great career with all those successes that will come along. At this point of time, before we move on, let us also remember a couple of our friends who decided not to carry on with the ups and downs of life. I am sure we will all miss Shubhranshu Shekhar and Subhankar Dhiman, and we wish they were here with us on this occasion. I request you all to maintain a minute of silence in their memory. So with that, I think I wish, please have your seats. With that, I'll once again wish you all the best. I hope that you will apply yourselves fully to whichever career you choose and excel in those careers, just like your illustrious seniors have done in past, thereby maintaining and perhaps building upon the reputation established by your seniors. Build a successful career, contribute to the society and the nation that has given you your identity and the platform this platform to excel. Make us your teachers proud, and do keep in touch. Please visit us even in future. With this, I declare the degree distribution program over, and I request you all to stand up for a national anthem before dispersing and meeting again in the terrace of Dean Student's office for some snacks and coffee.
मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल वंग हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you. And both graduates as well as their parents, please join us for some snacks in terrace of Dean students.